do very clearly think different. You move different. You're not really playing the same game as a lot of your peers, I feel like. But you obviously have this innate talent. Like you were born with this ability to think, and especially just your voice. You know, when did you realize like, oh, I have a thing. I sound good on tracks.
You really don't know how good you sound till you get a certain reaction from the streets. You know, you could sit up in the room. I was sitting up in the room by the time I was in the 8th grade. I felt I was gifted when it came to writing records. I knew how to structure songs, write a chorus, write a verse. But how good is it? You don't know yet until you get a certain reaction. You run up to artists, you see artists all the time. Yo, I got a hit record. How do you know that's a hit record? Until it's a hit record.
But you know you sound good. Like people that have this talent.
I understood I had a vibe.
Yeah.
I began writing for other artists, you know, before I ever, you know, blew, but you don't really know how far you could take it until you get a reaction. Do you believe in yourself? Yeah, you could believe in yourself as much as you want to. But the reality of it is how big am I going to get? You got to body slam that first motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got to DDT a motherfucker and get their reaction.
Yeah, you did with hustling for sure.
And where are you getting the reaction from? Because you got it in a way that a lot of rappers want to get it. Like you look at people from the past like Jada, who got a ton of love from the streets but never really had that commercial success. And then you look at people like Drake, who got commercial success, but people will say that a lot of people on the block aren't listening to him. You had both. You had people, you had hit records, you had the streets fucking with you in Miami, New York. I'm from the East Coast, you had people in LA listening to you, like everybody was listening to your shit. Did having both the street respect and the commercial support kind of like really give you the desire to like keep going?
You got to realize when you make music for 10 years without a reaction, it don't have nothing to do with the streets and the acceptance no more. You doing that out of your passion. That's your love. And because of the time I put in, that's what made me the type of artist that could get responses from both sides. So I believe that come with that grind that I had to go through. Seen a lot of niggas come up 2 years later, boom, big records. 5 years later, you didn't even remember them. You know what I mean? So everybody's story a little different. Mine most definitely the biggest.
Well, that's the hardest part about what you do and just the media industry in general is just staying relevant. Like that's the most impressive thing to me. The fact that you've been able to, be relevant and popping for this long is insane, man. I remember watching Django Unchained.
Yeah.
What, 2012 or whatever year that was, and 100 Black Coffins come on, and me and my boys go crazy. We're like, damn, Rick Ross, he has infiltrated Hollywood now. Holy shit. Did Quentin Tarantino approach you for that film?
I was on the set of the film. I was on the set of
just hanging out?
I was on the set. One time for Jamie Foxx. That's Jamie Foxx's business partner right there.
Yeah.
Breon.
Shout out Breon.
Yeah. Shout out Breon Prescott. So
yes, sir.
It was one of them things. So any movie set Jamie on, Roselle pull up. And most definitely Quentin Tarantino, that was, still is my favorite director of all time. So anything he was working on, so I was on the movie set. So during the shootout and shit, I started rapping right then.
No fucking way.
Yeah, 100 black coffins. I saw motherfuckers dying. I said, 100 black coffins. And that was just
no
the vibe.
Way.
Just,
so then did Quentin say, I like that? Can you cut me a record?
Don't stop.
No fucking way.
And I said, it's too easy.
It's insane.
Give me the email.
Insane. Oh, man, he's so good. There's something about art that is so... The spontaneity of it can make it so fucking beautiful. Like the fact that you're just on set and he was able to incorporate a modern day hip hop record with an old Western, a violent old Western was so cool, man.
And the fact Rose could put it together like that.
No, it's insane.
That's what made it even,
on the spot.
Right there. It was too easy.
What has been hard? Has there ever been a record where you maybe you sent over your verse to someone and they responded like, I'm not sure. Maybe this.
No, that happened with me and Kanye. Yeah, that happened with me and Kanye in the studio with Kanye. And I don't even think it was more about my verse not being dope. It may have been just how fast I wrote it.
Was that on Live Fast? On Live Fast, Die Young?
No, not Live Fast, Die Young. That was actually Devil in a
Oh
Blue
yeah.
Dress.
Oh my God, that song.
So what happened?
the greatest.
Kanye said,
Yeah, we was in the studio. They played the, we going through beats, vibes. And we decided this was the record we gonna work on next. Cool, it's too easy. I took the beat, went in another room, wrote it, laid it, came back. It may have been 30 minutes later. I played it. I know it was fire. And he looked at me like, damn. Rose, I want you to dig deeper.
damn.
Oh, okay. That's what we doing. Cool. I went back in. Next time I came back, undeniable.
Okay. Because it was Kanye, is that the reason you didn't tell him to go fuck himself? Like, what if someone else?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Let's say if I was in a room with a much smaller artist than myself, and if he genuinely came to me and said, Rose, I know you could do better, I may have gave the nigga a look like, but is this a sincere challenge to the bezel, AKA ravioli? It's too easy then. And I may have went back in and smoked them.
Really?
Yeah.
Made a classic.
If it was genuine, if you really feel like this not gonna help the situation, that's what I'm here for. And it's not hard at all.
Well, I mean, your industry, you know this, man. It's just like any industry with a bunch of successful people in it. Ego's running rampant, and you're an artist.
And that's fine. It's a difference between an ego and, niggas who really, are you really about business? Is this about your ego? Or is this about us making history?
Mm. Do you think Kanye was right?
He was right. Because what we came up with was magic. Looking at my bitch, I bet you it's a bone. Looking at my wrist, it'll turn your ass to stone. Yeah.
Do you have